Action-packed footy classified tonight. Now, let's have a look at Carlton. They're 0-2, but let's not forget they got beaten by the Premiers in Richmond and up against a side that played pretty well last week in Collingwood in a big game. But let's have a look at the next four for them, Ross, here, and this is the big thing. Have a look. They've got Fremantle this week, then the Gold Coast Suns, and Caro, your information's the same as mine today, that if things go well in the next 24, 48 hours as far as COVID's concerned, that game will be played in Queensland. They're looking to push that quickly, open up Queensland as much as possible. Then Port Adelaide, and then the Brisbane Lions. It is a big month of footy for Carlton. Let's not forget, it's a big 6 weeks to open their season up. But let's have a look at the injuries. Carlton got some injuries, but let's have a look at the Dockers alongside them, which mitigates any excuse for Carlton this week.
Takes away the excuse. And Carlton, there's significant outs. But if we spoke about Brisbane going 0-3 and worried about them making finals, well, it's even more important for Carlton that they don't go 0-3. They must win this game.
One player who will play, but we think has got an injury, we've heard, and it's really worrying to hear Patrick Cripps is maybe getting jabbed as early as round 3, Ross. You made some strong comments in The Age today about his role changing, particularly with the stoppages down 30%. You question whether he's good enough to keep changing with the game, and is he good enough to adapt? And you actually aren't sure whether he is.
No, I watched him live last week. I was a little bit disappointed. I haven't had the opportunity to watch him live. Stoppages down 30%. He's rotating more forward, so his game's been watered down. He's absolute one word. He's going to have to be a link from defence to attack. Maybe it's the aerial down the line and the ability to link up or build his craft forward. I think it's a watch this space.
If I was David Teague, I'd be challenging Patrick and saying, are you as desperate as you were when you first were trying to forge your career? Because I watched him against Richmond and I want to watch some vision on Shea Bolton, who's at the peak of his powers as a footballer. I'm not seeing desperation there from Cripps to try and hang in there at the stoppage or trying back to defend. Here's the explosiveness of Bolton versus a flat-footed Patrick Cripps. This is a weekend. He's involved here with Scotty Pendlebury. I just want to watch the second and third efforts. Is he desperate enough there to get Dacos and stick him in the tackle and get another stoppage? I'm not really seeing that at the moment with Patrick Cripps. And this is a team they'll be playing, Caro. This is a hungry young midfield that Ross has seen these boys come through. They're hungry and desperate, aren't they, Ross?
Well, Cher and Brayshaw picked 2 and 5, 4 years in, starting to dominate games. I think his perfect matchup's Monday. At the end of the day, Monday was BOG, 35 touches. He's 194. Patrick's 196. You know what? Build your game, work off him, beat their ex-captain and lead your team. I think he's got to set himself.
He looked all the world like a bloke who either got OP or a sore knee. He couldn't get off the railway tracks there to chase.
Yeah. Well, I think we're quick to make excuses. I think it's round 2. Put your hand up.
I'll make an excuse for him, though, because he's a champion and
Well, would you not play him
there?
If that's the case, you wouldn't play him there and based on that?
Well, maybe you've got to find a different way. Maybe Casbolt goes to centre-half back and he goes and plays the dusty role, goes further down the field. They've got to strengthen their back line, Carlton. They were like Swiss cheese, weren't they?
I'm not sure Cripps is going to help your defence. That's the problem.